King of New Jersey. Cross the Plug
What up,
podcast.
y'all? You know who it is. Your boy JD Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now, strong. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah.
Btbtv.
Christian, man. Yo, born, let's
Get him, man.
Yeah. Right, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. Btbtv. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying, we Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, there's nothing to us, we gon' stay on chill. Long as y'all don't violate, but it's not fair.
Oh,
We could be cool or your worst nightmare, we the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care, and you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share, no it just ain't fair. But we the best, Black Widow, salute. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shut my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so wanna get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair.
Take your shoes off, come in the house.
Put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
BTV, nigga. It's a movement, not a moment. Btbtv is a movement, not a moment, niggas. Hey, yo, at Behind the Bar 30. Check this out, nigga. You ain't from Jersey, but I'm gonna tell you something like I told you before. Bruh. When I was going at this nigga Max B, all you New York, PA, and all them other niggas was telling me I was wrong. He wasn't a rat. So I'll let y'all think what y'all want to think.
Right.
The paperwork I seen, I did the nod to like, well, he didn't rat because he went to trial of laws. Now the new paperwork, it's a little shaky.
Shaky. Very shaky.
But we got the brother from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? He helped Max B get home. One of the guys help with the lawyers and shit is Congu Roach. He'll be up here today. And he'll make a little things clear. But I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. All you New York West Coast gobblers, like China Brim, like Harlem Legend, like Hassan Campbell. I've been said this, dog. I've been said this. And y'all was still riding. Hold up. What they was doing? They was still riding the wave, God. I've been told y'all.
Right.
But y'all didn't want to listen to me. But you let us little short, stubby, crater face, booty in the air, grumpy ass, broke, 100 side of the game, nigga, gas y'all up like he's somebody. Y'all forgot I'm the king of New Jersey for a reason. I know it. Whack, crack, fat 100 live in New Jersey. Pee Wee Herman, salute, bruh. I know when this cornball live in New Jersey. But y'all let a West Coast nigga come to the East Coast and disrespect all West Coast, all East Coast niggas. Y'all don't say nothing. But when I was telling you this, I was a hater. I was jealous. I'm 6'7", 315 pounds. Max B is 5'2", 180 pounds. What the hell am I jealous of?
Right.
I could ride the bus and get more pussy than that nigga get.
Right.
Preach, Allah. Preach to the church. We're gonna preach to the church. We go to the Book of Latter-day Saints. We go preach to the Mormons. We gonna minister to the Muslims.
Right.
For real, because I'm God, nigga. I've been telling y'all. Oh no, it ain't come out yet. It don't have to come out when you already been doing time from Jersey. I did 2 state bids in Jersey where he did his state bid from. When he got 75 years, I like he went to trial and loss.
Right.
When they start saying he was giving time back,
yeah, I couldn't understand that. That was the thing.
I said something about that too.
Yeah.
No, we got Rob Robinson in the building. Salute my boy. What up, though? Detroit in the building.
Yeah. So that and that's the thing, and that's why I was telling you is like, wait a minute, how you gonna get charged with 75 and then you get reduced and then you get something else? And so, like I said, salute the Congu Roach. You know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? Be out here in the streets dealing with a lot of celebrities, a lot of stuff that go on, and you know, true to respect him that we can reach out to him, and he wasn't really happy about it. And he got some information. Like I said again, it's just to clear up some stuff, and you know, hopefully everybody can use this because this right here is gonna be one.
Hold up. And like I said, if you want to share the content in your channel. I don't care about that. I don't strike dudes. I ain't gonna strike you unless you go up there disrespecting me. Other than that, you can use everything I said, man.
Facts.
Because nobody gonna see me anyway, doggy.
Facts.
That's how we doing it. Yeah, yo, shout out to get your Cross Your Heart merch. My boy Cross right here, he got the merch. Make sure you get his merch.
Appreciate him. Yeah, go get it. CrossYourHeart.com. Check me out. You already know the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart. So yeah, man.
And like what Pee Wee Herman said, I've been to all these suckers' neck from day one. I have. Everybody say, "Oh, yo, Born King, yo, you should change it. You should change up a little bit." You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. So you can be, so they could push your thing through the algorithm. Yo, bruh, real recognize real. If YouTube ain't gonna push my shit, fuck YouTube too, nigga. I'm gonna push my shit, and I'm gonna do how I want to do it, what I want to do it.
Salute.
Yo,
Peace.
Shabu is in the building. Salute. Peace to the God.
Peace. What's going on, Cross?
Not much, man.
Yo, while we wait for Congu Roach to come up here, I want y'all to listen to this side. What up? The paperwork, yo, the new paper is real paperwork.
He gonna explain it. He gonna come on here.
Hold up, I'm gonna let old boy explain it first, and then we're gonna go to when Congu Roach get up here. He gonna explain it.
Yeah, they're going more in detail. Y'all make sure y'all share this content, man.
Not this one, the wrong one. Hold on, that's the wrong one. Hold on 1 second. Yo, Matt Mizzle, I see you in the building. I see you just text me. Give me a second, man. I'm still trying to get things a little bit together. One second, yo. This is the Answer Podcast out of Philadelphia, PA, yo. So I'm gonna use one of his clips. Yo, Dundada, the link I sent the link out to only 3 people today because the 3 people I sent the link out to, they're the ones that's doing the interview. I'm interviewing somebody, so I only sent the link out to 3 people. The guy I'm interviewing, my 2 brothers just helped me interview. That's all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. After he's done, then y'all can ask questions. I'll pull you up to ask questions one by one.
Right. 20 years. I had to do another 9. And took that plea there.
That is not gangster. That's very not gangster.
You know, we want to make sure we clarify, right?
Because we know about plea allocution. We know it's a little controversy in the air, whatever.
Plea allocution, not alopecia. It's a New Jersey statute that says whatever you say in the plea cannot be used to convict others. But does that mean you didn't tell? Let's get to it.
Oh, yeah, but listen, though, Trap, before you go, right? This is whack. You had on the phone on the YouTube. And
Hey,
shit.
bro, until Trap go online and do what he's supposed to do.
Just 1 second.
Because you got the paperwork that you said didn't exist.
All right, so look, can I ask? Listen, first of all, what's up, everybody? Right, we're gonna start this respectfully. Yo, what's up? Right, boom.
What's that word? What's that word? Salute.
Yeah, salute. Right, big salute to everybody in the room. Right, cool. Boom. We here for the end result, right? So we all gonna do our part to get to the end result, right? If the end result is what it is, that's what it is.
Ain't no if, bro. Why you keep?
Let me talk, because I listen. You didn't study law. You didn't actually.
Huh?
I do. You could go.
Bro, get all that. You ain't got to study law to read a nigga
sentence. All right, listen. If you let me finish my sentence, what I'm saying, it makes sense. Or I'm saying, I don't think you know what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is this, right? All right. So look. I just got up, right? But when I got up, I was out all night. But when I got up, what I did briefly see, it looked like a printout of what was on the audio tape, right? So I'm gonna look at whatever paperwork y'all just released, right? The question,
hey, bro,
right?
see, this why I don't respect.
Actually, I'm not even talking to you. Can I talk to the? All right, bro. Can I talk to
out of an audio tape?
No,
talking about the
let me talk, bro.
Bro,
you keep cutting. Look, you're not listening. Listen to me. All right, listen. You're not listening. You're listening to respond instead of listening to hear, right? Just give me 2 minutes and listen to hear me. I'm gonna listen to whatever you want to say. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna hear you out, but just listen to me, right? Now, what I'm saying is this: in my professional opinion, from me knowing the law firsthand, no lawyer, Google, no ChatGPT. I rewrite this myself. I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing, right? It seems like this discussion that we're talking about that took place throughout the time frame of this case, right, is coming from a hearing, not a trial, right? Now, when I spoke to the people pertaining to the case, the friends and the family, right, Max didn't take the stand at trial. So we know that whatever this conversation that's going on, this came when he came down. This is called the resentencing hearing deposition, right?
That's exactly what it is.
All right, thank you. So we following. So follow me now, right? So, okay, now just keep this in mind. I'm going to read everything, but keep in mind what I say.
Man, I'm not keeping nothing in mind, nigga. You ain't the only nigga I was
yo, bro, bro, if you going to...
you saying it didn't tell. You saying
keep talking, say what I'm going to say.
Are you saying the work is fake? First of all, who are you?
All right, so listen, right? So check
you ain't nobody to even dictate nothing. The work is the work.
Yo, bro, you on my line.
I don't know you ain't. You on my line.
Tell you something.
The work is the work. It's respect. This is the type of...
Listen, yo, bro,
now, this is what California don't do.
Bro,
the work is right there, and you want to talk about he studied law. All you need to know how to read and write. Give a fuck about a law. You do a read and write.
Yo, you illiterate.
Oh, it was a read and write the law and the circumstances around the circumstances.
Illiterate. Yo, whack, you illiterate and uneducated.
Illiterate?
You illiterate.
You don't want to open it up for
nigga.
You don't want
to hey, yo, whack, you went to school for law? No.
All right, y'all. Now we talking about, we got Whack 100. Whack 100 never let nobody talk, bro.
Right.
He's a little short stubby nigga. Always got to yell to get his point across. Nigga, if you talk with some intelligence, you don't got to yell, bro. Get your point. Let this man talk to you. Get your point across. That's all I'm saying. Get your point across, Whack 100, without yelling. Watch, y'all hear what he's gonna say, but you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I know the Jersey law because I did stay at Jersey State prisons. You know what I mean? And when you do cop out, when you do plea out, you do got to say everything you did. If you have a co-defendant, they have to say you have to say everything your co-defendant did too, but they can't use it against your co-defendant on the stand if you go to trial.
Right, unless they have that reset. And that's what the reset, remember, and Congu gonna get into it about the whole reset. That's what changes it. It changes it.
And that's why he didn't go to trial, because he went to trial, he would have had to testify that. But since he had to testify,
but he wrote a questionnaire though.
He wrote the questionnaire. Allegedly, but they wrote a questionnaire, but they cannot use that in a court of law to if his brother go back up for appeal, they can't use what he said at all. I'm gonna let you what old boy said though. Because, you know what I'm saying, I already knew that, but it don't matter. You still told me.
You illiterate the law.
You didn't either. I
beat 2 or 10 murders myself.
I done beat 2 bodies, weirdo.
You dummy, what you talk about?
You ain't got no law degree, you dumbass. You an ex-con. You can't even take the bar. Dummy.
Shut the fuck up, you dummy.
I'm gonna let this dick suck like the paperwork and the stack. I expect you,
bro,
to do what you supposed to.
Yo, excuse me for all the foul language, y'all. YouTube, excuse me, but I'm sharing somebody else's content, man, so y'all can hear it. You know, Wack 100, he's an illiterate ass nigga, so he can't talk without cursing, but we can.
Hey, yo, bro,
I'm gonna mute up.
Hey, yo, bro.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, Stack, can I say something to you?
Trap. Hey, Trap, go. Let Trap go. Oh, no, let Trap go. Let Trap go real quick. I want to hear what Trap got.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to bring the facts to the table. Niggas cutting the facts off. Let me talk facts.
Oh, but hold on. Hey, Trap, before you finish, you said you studied the law, right?
Listen, I personally, and you go Google my government, nigga. In 2017, I went on the run for 2 attempted murders. They had me over every news.
All right, that's cool now. But
listen, let me talk.
No, we're not talking about you.
Yes, I know law. Yes, I know how to read it, write it. Let me talk. I know how to read it. I know how to write it.
Go ahead. Like, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
But anyway, so listen, like I said, I also want to state this. I don't know nobody. I don't know Wack. I don't know y'all.
Oh, hold up 1 second. Hey, Pee Wee Herman, she is the one that snitched because Max B and his brother with the trial. What they trying to say is Max B, when he went back on his appeal, he snitched. But his brother already had a life plus 140 years.
And the rumor allegedly was that when she was on the run, she didn't have no money, and she called Max B, told her to meet her at the strip club. When she went there, the feds got her, and then the feds allegedly told her Max B was the one that told her.
Not the feds, it's New Jersey State Police.
New Jersey State Police or whoever it was the ones that got her. That's what they say.
Right, but you got to remember too, when they first started investigating it, how Max B became a part of it was because they traced Gina's mother's house down there in Baltimore, and they went to see her first, and she said she don't live here no more, but she's in New York with this rapper named Max B, and that's how the police first went to Max B and looking for Gina.
All right, y'all heard that already. Let me go back. Cause they keep cutting them off. They don't really want to talk.
I don't know Max and I don't know Pooh Sims. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody in this city, up and down the coast, from state to state across this east side, my name is fucking valid. My name is golden. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is this. Everybody that knows what I know. I know the law. This is what I know for a fact, sir. So, some know how to do PR work.
So you know Pistol P, though. You know Pistol P.
So what, Spanish Pistol P?
Yeah. UKAR.
Yeah, he manages me. I'm KAR. I'm Trap Star Trizzy. I'm signed with. I got business relations with Pistol Pete in Miami. I'm their artist.
So now, like, this is what
artist
people
to a
saying,
nigga
right?
ain't never had a budget.
Yo,
this is what we saying. This is what we saying, though, right?
Let me talk. I made my contract. I wrote it myself. So listen, right? So what I'm saying to you is this now. I got the paperwork I put up when I responded. Let's use this. One of the sheets of paperwork that I sent to Wack. Wack got it in his phone via text message, and it's on the internet, right?
Fuck all that. The work we just put up.
Is it new? I'm talking about.
We don't care about none of that. Y'all didn't want to believe it.
Listen,
the work we just put up,
bro. Who I was talking to that said they agree that that's the hearing tape? Who said that?
If you're over the age of 50, there is a new state-regulated burial and cremation.
Who was that said that?
You saying that a can't tell in the hearing? On the record?
I did.
You know why? Listen now.
Are you saying a can't tell on the hearing?
No, you can't tell
when he was on stand.
Wait, slow down. You telling me when you sitting there in front of a DA and a defense attorney and a judge, you can't tell?
Wack, read the paper. I said.
Is that what you saying?
No, read New Jersey rules.
Are you saying, hold on, bro?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You sitting there, okay, I ain't got nothing to say to this.
What I'm saying is that
I got nothing to say to this.
New Jersey rule of exclusion 810 states that the inadmissibility of a plea statement. They can't use no plea allocution statement against nobody.
Are you stupid? It's on the record.
It's the rule of law. No, it's the Stack City. It's a rule. Yo,
that don't mean he's not telling, bro.
Nigga,
bro.
Only just because they got a statute, bro.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. Have anybody on this phone been sentenced in New York State or New Jersey? Anybody with a co-defendant?
Nigga, we know what
So listen, let me talk, bro. I blew trial in New York and I copped out, right? So now I had a co-defendant. My co-defendant pled guilty 3 months before I went to trial. When he pled guilty, he went to court. They said, Joe, you and Trap committed such and such or such and such day. He had to answer every question as if I committed it, right? In New York State and in New Jersey, I went to trial. When I went to trial and they was instructing the jury, listen, let me talk.
Say this though.
What's up?
Let me say this though. This gonna clear this up because you going beside things, right? If a nigga tell on a drug bust and they don't
wait,
use
wait. You guys keep saying.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Wait, let me talk.
Excuse me.
Listen.
Tell on a drug bust
no hypothetically.
and they go bust them. They never seen him to trial.
No, yo, stop. Y'all trying to overtalk me and control the narrative, bro. Let me talk real quick, bro. No, law is the law. I don't give a. Listen, let me explain something to you. At work, you got to do what you got to do at work. You don't do what you think. You get fired.
So you saying
I'm
all the statements he made in court don't count?
No, listen.
Okay, I'm done. Y'all got it.
Yo, bro.
You the rat yourself then.
You the rat. Suck my dick.
If you saying that don't count to that, you stand with that.
You a clown.
You stand with them statements with the DA and the judge. Don't count. I just want to hear this.
Because you talking about you clown. Let me talk. You clown ass.
Saying them statements he made don't count.
Shut up and listen, nigga.
He went from 70.
See, this is the problem I got with Whack 100. Mr. Execution, please, little bruh. This is the problem I got with him. When a person agree with what he said, he get disrespectful and start screaming. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the only part that I can't deal with having a conversation with a dude like that, because first of all, you being disrespectful, all you got to do is let the man speak. And after the man speak, then whatever you got to make his facts or his statement invalid, then by what you saying, it's going to show and prove who's right and exact. Because right now, you can't get nothing out of it because he's not letting him deal with the law. I don't know which way he's going except for the other things that I watch. But at the end of the day, the man is trying to explain the law. And then after he explained the law, then you could explain what took place with Max B in that hearing that they brought him down to get the time cut. But as long as you going back and forth with him like that and trying to out-talk him, then what's the sense of having the conversation? You know? And that's what Whack like to do a lot. That's like bullying somebody in the conversation.
But God, at the same time, Shabu, you got to think. Again, if you squeaky clean, you squeaky clean. The thing is, it's not necessarily about this paperwork. What the question is that he got the reset. So the question would be is, what did he say in the reset that got his time?
Hold up, y'all. Yo, as we speaking, my boy Congu Roach just pulled out.
Congu Roach is in the building.
Hold up. Damn, Congu, where you go?
Where you go?
What's good, y'all?
Salute, my boy. I hear you now, bro. Salute, got my boy Congu Roach in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my regular team right here, Congu.
Yeah, Congu.
Yo, can you hear me?
Salute.
We hear you good. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. Can you hear us? He probably got it. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we hear him.
We hear you. Can you hear us, Congu?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, but you can't hear us.
I'm coming on a different phone.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
You don't want Congu spitting out.
Salute, Mac Melvin. I see you in the building.
You.
Preach, man.
Wagwan. I'm brethren them. Everything's blessed.
What's
Yo.
up, man?
Listening to all these Bhakti boys.
I see this nigga Whack 100.
Hold on. What I want to say though.
Court gesture.
When Whack 100, when he start that arguing and cursing, it make me feel like they copy fake paperwork. You supposed to let a person talk. If you don't let them talk, now I know what you're saying is real. That's all I'm saying. If you got to stop defending that little short fat nigga too, bro. That little short fat nigga, he got caught with his face down, ass up. That's the way we like to what? Come on, bro. That nigga got no status over here. But I put him in it because ASHWAC 100. He went to YA. He never did a state bid.
YA, nigga.
Youth.
Wow.
Youthful offender. He never went to state prison, yo.
Yeah.
And when he got out of YA, he was 21, right? And he went straight to got a job and started working. He didn't put no working on the streets. He didn't beat no two bodies.
Yeah.
Even if a youthful offender.
Two bodies. How? Sway? What's he talking about?
Yeah, so hopefully, man, like I said again, he pop back up, man, so we can get this exclusive.
Hold on 1 second, yo. Hold on 1 second.
Luke Congu. Let's get it.
Salute.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now. Now
All
we
right.
can hear you.
All right, just give me like 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
Take your time.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, appreciate it.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got Congu Roach, man, that have dealt with a lot of dealing with situations, helped a lot of celebrities and them get their royalties, their assets, some of them that was depleted, stolen. He at least got some of them recuperated. He's known for getting Big Pun wives and hit their estate back. You know, so yeah, y'all give him
Jadakiss, the Locks, and all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Will Smith, he told a story about Will Smith getting got for money.
Yeah. He got Max. He don't want to help Max B get home.
Yeah.
I like this. Share this live, yo. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, 2008.
So you know what I mean. So yeah, we gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying. We're gonna let him talk. And we're gonna ask some questions, man. That's what we do, man. This is my normal cast, so everybody know who you's up here. So I ain't post a link in the chat because y'all can't be up here right now.
Yeah. And he just want to, he want to get out. He want to be able to. We talked to him, salute to him earlier today. He got a chance to talk to him and politic and Bill early this morning. So respect to him, and he just want to give his insight of what he knows, not what the internet knows, not what everybody else knows, but what he knows personally what's going on.
All right, guys, I'm here, man. Welcome, man. How's everything going, man?
Congu, you know my team, man. You know,
absolutely. Salute to the team. Salute to the team, bro.
Salute.
Hold on. Before we start, we got up here. We got my boy Shabu B Allah from the A team.
Okay.
We got my boy Mac Mizzle, as usual. He always here.
Mac Mizzle.
Yeah, you know, Congu.
Salute.
Congu. You know what I'm saying? Now let me ask you. I want to ask you a question, Congu.
Absolutely, brother.
All right. Dealing with the Max B situation.
Yes.
You helped him was caught with the lawyers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I orchestrated the PCR for him to do what he did on the on paper to get out.
Right.
Let me ask you a question.
What he did.
Congu, let me ask you a question, Congu.
Yes, sir.
We all know who Richie Roberts is.
Richie Roberts? Oh yeah, that's the guy who played in the movie with Denzel. But in real life, he was Gerald Saluti's partner.
Yeah,
and they got caught. They got caught stealing maybe a couple $100,000 from a client. Yeah, Richie Roberts was actually the guy that wouldn't take the money in the movie.
Yeah.
But in real life, he took the money.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. And he's Frank Lucas' oldest son, godfather.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay, so it got deeper than rap. Okay.
Yeah, facts.
Deeper than rap. So Richie Roberts was the one that pretty much lined Max B up in the beginning with the fake on the trial. Got him 75 years, basically.
Dang.
That's what we say. That's what we say, right, Congu?
I don't know if he was around at that time. I don't recall, but maybe he was. I just remember. I just remember. Go on. I'm sorry.
Max B said he was one of his lawyers. That's why he was able to come back on appeal.
I don't recall seeing his name in the paperwork. I mean, Max might have fabricated that to make his narrative look better.
Okay.
But I could be wrong because I don't remember the name until he got caught out here in Jersey on paper for, you know what I'm saying? I just remember Gerald Saluti. Gerald Saluti was Jim Jones's attorney. So I think that's the only attorney that Max knew in his head to reach out to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't mind,
yes, sir.
Take us back 2008 and you received this phone call or you started hearing these different, tell us what you started hearing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know a lawyer I'm good friends with to this day named Tony Caridi. He's a criminal lawyer. He's kind of notable for the Gloria Velez tour bus that had the 200 pounds of coke on it. If you remember that, the tour bus.
Yes, I do.
That had the 200 pounds of coke with the electric bed and all that stuff that was hiding the drugs under it, and they got caught in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I went to high school with the guy that owned the tour bus. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And you know, I got him 54 months for 200 pounds of coke due to my lawyer without telling anybody. That ain't bad.
That is great. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
A 54-month max. Well, anyway, Tony Caridi, we have a close friendship. I've known him since, you know, the late 90s or so. And, you know, he's, you know, been in the Bergen County Courthouse, Hackensack Courthouse, Hackensack Superior Court. He's been in that courthouse since like 1980. So, you know, he developed relationships with prosecutors, judges. His wife went to law school with one of the judges, a couple of the judges and stuff like that. So, you know, he's kind of in-house over there. So back in like 08, 09, he called me up out of nowhere. And mind you, this is the time while, mind you, the Max murder happened in Fort Lee, New Jersey, all right, at the maybe the Days Inn Hotel or the Holiday Inn. It was called one of those. It's a hotel. It's a hotel that's on Route 4. Like, you know, like 5 minutes away from the bridge, right?
Okay.
And that happened in like 2006. So I already knew about it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Max was going to court and in like 08, 09, and he was being supported by, at that time, a label called Amalgam Digital, which was a record label out of maybe Quincy, Massachusetts. All right. Joe McCall and DJ Next. DJ Next was the owner. All right. And what they were really trying to do was, by the time I got on board, they were already, okay, let me start. They were already trying to give me a job from like 2007, 2008. So I was familiar with them. So my lawyer calls up out of nowhere while Max is on trial, maybe the beginning of the trial or something like that. And he reached out to me like, yo, like, you know, this rapper named Max B, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, like he's signed to my people, you know, Malcolm Digital and shit like that. And he was like, yeah, well, the prosecutor's bragging about how bad his attorney is. And she told me all the mistakes that he was making. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is Gerald Saluti's first murder trial. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was just trying to get some notoriety. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you know, being around popular figures and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was a high-end attorney. He just never had a murder trial before.
Yeah, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could believe that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could be right on that. And so my lawyer was like, yo, I know everything. You know what I'm saying? The prosecutor's bragging. I know how to beat the case. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you know the label like that, tell the label to throw me $80,000, $90,000, something like that, you know, and I'll take Saluti's place. You know what I'm saying? If the label, you know, wants to fire him and hire me, and I'll do my thing and get this guy's case beat. You know what I'm saying? So I started calling the record label. I made an introduction with DJ Next, the owner of the label, with my attorney. My attorney told him, you know, what he needed done money-wise. And back then I was trying to tell my lawyer, like, because the guy was like, I'm trying to get the money. We already put out money to, like, I guess for this case with the other lawyer and what have you. We don't have much funds. I'm going to try to get the money and stuff like that. And I was trying to tell my lawyer, bro, like, yo, you know, fuck the money, bro. Like, if you beat this case, you know, you'll be getting a whole bunch of rappers and people coming to you. I mean, he didn't look at it like that. He's like, I just want the money, and, you know, so be it, this and that. Like, all right, whatever. So I made the introduction. time went by. They didn't come up with the money. You know, and you know, he got charged guilty in the trial, and you know, got hit with 75 years. So even after, you know, a year or two later or so, my lawyer's still telling me like, yo, I can get him out on a PCR. Now I forgot the acronym for a PCR. You guys might know. Post-relief conviction.
Yeah.
Post-relief conviction. That's what it is. Post-relief conviction. So he was like, hey, I can get him back home on a PCR. Mind you, I have the documents for all of this, you know, to validate everything I'm saying. I can show you the email introductions, conversations between the labels, the lawyers, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I said, okay, you know, I'm a, reach out to who I can, you know, about trying to get this money, or, you know, I'm gonna reach out to people in the city, you know, or whatever. So, you know, I started telling other lawyers in the city who are entertainment lawyers and other people out there, like, yo, like, I can get Max out, like, if people put up this bread and shit. And I don't know if people believed me at the point, you know what I'm saying? Just thought I was just bumping my gums, you know what I'm saying? So time went by, you know what I'm saying? And then Amalgam Digital calls me up maybe around 2014. I'm taking a guess, might be 2013, 14, 15, but a few years later, Amalgam Digital calls me up, telling me that they sold Max's rights. Now, mind you, hold up, but in between time, even before I got the call, Max is in jail, maybe like 2011 or so. A lawyer named John Jekalek reached out to me, who was working with Gerald Saluti, all right? Mind you, Gerald Saluti, I guess as collateral, maybe since Max didn't have no money, Max gave Gerald Saluti his music catalog to go collect money on.
Wow.
Yeah, to maybe go pay him back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So by the time I met John Jekalek, who you know, represents Benny the Butcher and all these people now, by the time I ran into John Jekalek, he was like, yo, and me and him were real cool at the time. He's like, yo, Joe Saluti doesn't know how to collect his royalties. So Joe Saluti signed a contract with me through John Jekalek to me to be the administrator of Max B's catalog while Max was in jail.
Wow.
All right. So I can show you paperwork for that too. You know what I'm saying? So the catalog.
You don't mind me asking in between that, where did where was French at in this whole situation?
Nowhere to be found at that point.
Gotcha.
All right. I mean, but mind you, I didn't have a relationship with French. But at the same time, while all this is going down, you turn on the radio, rappers are saying Free Max B.
Right.
But nobody, but Kanye, all sorts, Tony Yayo, all sorts of people saying Free Max B.
But it's Free Max B. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't see. Not one of them tapped their lawyer in the shoulder and say, "Yo, look into my man's case." You know what I'm saying? From what I saw. You know what I'm saying?
And for what you were saying to that, because there was a great question by A. Reed that I had on my mind with Frenchie and all the rest of them. But still, at this time, was you still searching for the $90,000 for this particular lawyer? So really,
At the time, I didn't have. Yes, sir. At the time, I didn't have it.
It is really chicken scratch to all of these dudes at that moment. Because if you could wear $250,000 chain and your man that's on this level that you've been getting money with in music, because you know Frenchie and all them really got turned up with the Coke Boy thing dealing with Max. So why would $90,000 be an issue from the beginning? Frenchie Montana. I wasn't just talking about Frenchie, because that could be Jim Jones and all these people that's involved at this particular time, because $90,000 on no level board should have even been an issue. I just wanted to interject, but please hurry, finish off with this story, because this is fantastic.
You're absolutely correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct with what you're saying. And at that time, 2011, 2012, French Montana was hot as fish grease. You know what I'm saying? That's when he had the bidding wars and all this type stuff. And the Shot Caller came out and all these successful records, and he had plenty of money. But once again, you know, I'm gonna attribute it to him just not recognizing the situation and just being convinced that there was no way out for the guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, because every time I would talk to a lawyer or somebody in the music business, it was just like a dead end where, you know, I think people thought that he was just, there was no chance of him getting out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, now we learn later, you know, it's a different situation. So what happened was, you know, so I was helping manage the catalog through John Jekyllek. Maybe about 2 years later, Amalgam Digital calls me up and says that they sold Max B's rights to Phase One Entertainment, a man named Frank Babar, all right, who you know, is in the music business in Midtown Manhattan, 30-something street or so, right?
Very well off establishment company, very lucrative. They make a lot of money, or he has a lot of money.
Yeah, Frank has a lot of money. And DJ Next of Amalgam Digital said, hey, everything you and your lawyer told me, we got a guy with money. You know what I'm saying? Now tell him that. You know what I'm saying? And he'll probably put up the money for Max. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's what we did. He made the introduction. I got my lawyer, you know, to meet Frank Babar, you know, and they chopped it up. And my lawyer told them, you know, what needed to be done in order for Max to come home. Now, at that point, there was two choices. There was him. There was one choice to go after Joe Saluti's credibility, right, and use that against the courthouse and everything,
right,
or to take it to trial, right, to do like a retrial or, you know, something like that, right, from what I remember, from what I remember. And they were gonna get the girl Gina on the stand, and my lawyer was like salivating to get the girl Gina on the stand and stuff like that. But I guess they chose option B, you know what I'm saying, to go, you know, do the PCR and just to get a resentencing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, so
if you don't mind me asking this time, so like you said, it was an A-B option. So at that time, even though this man had all this money, and even though they could have took it to trial, do you think in his mind, based off the money put up, knowing what we allegedly might know now, that it would have damaged his career as an artist? Because at that time, if he would have had to get on the stand, correct?
Well, on the retrial, I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, you see, this is the thing. Him stating what he did in the private conference and thinking that he's going to get away with that is different from him being on the stand. He might not have did that on the stand. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the public there and what have you. You know what I'm saying? I you know, I don't know. I guess it counters. That's based on his disparity, how desperate he is, and basically saying I don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but it didn't get to that point. So he got a resentencing for 20 years. He had to do 85% of that. That was 17 years. He was supposed to get out in 2024, but he got caught with contraband, so they gave him an extra year. So that's why he got out in 2025.
Wow.
If I must allowed to interject 1 minute, right, is that what people got to understand, that the bid that he had, 75 years, like I know plenty of people, my homies in the hood, that might get like a 10 to 25, and then now they come back down because they find merit in their case or whatever. And they'll make an option to you, whether you could take this time cut and go home, or you could say, let me take it back to trial. So most individuals is more willing to take the time cut, because a lot of times they got about at least, 75% of that time in, that will allow them back out on the street, not unless you got a clear cut case.
You're right. At that time, he probably had 60% time in.
Right.
Something, somewhere around there. He had a good amount of time in. He was on the latter end of getting out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He probably all I got to do is another 6 years, or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, you're correct on that.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we get to the point where you help him out, and then time lapse on, and then we get to this point where you, like you told us, you were more shocked to hear what was included in that. And then we went back and we was on the phone this morning, and then it's like, I need to see this myself because I was not aware of this paper that is going out, because we didn't want to just automatically say, hey, this is what it is. So based off of our conversation, where are you at right now?
I mean, okay, here's my question. Where did the paperwork come from? Did it come from WAC 100?
I don't know. It came out. I don't know where it came out. It just started.
It came from WAC 100, man.
All right. So if it came from WAC, we got to double check it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, allegedly before with T Grizzly and maybe some other people, the paperwork he gave academics was bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After academics did his investigation, he gave him bad paperwork. Yeah, that was just like 2 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
He also
I don't know if anybody remembers that. Anybody remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And he also sent China Brim and them 050 niggas fake paperwork on Jim Jones.
Yeah.
5 years ago. So.
But guys, I literally live about 200 steps or 300 steps from the courthouse. So I mean, you know, I'm a few blocks from the courthouse.
Right.
I have no problem going there in the morning and getting the paperwork myself and giving it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This way we're all on the same page, and you know, this way it's like, okay, everything WAC got, it's real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, WAC would be taking some high risks, you know what I'm saying? Because if you were putting fake paperwork on me, man, I'm hitting you with defamation, all sorts of shit, bro.
Right. So based off of that reset, like you said, it was either go to trial or to put in for that. Now, what was said was, allegedly, was there was a questionnaire that was sent to him that he filled out, that he actually said these people did this and these people did that. So that was the reason why I was like, okay. And the internet, you know, like you said, the internet is the internet. They gonna say whatever the internet is, and that's why I say it's sad that we got like even Bourne said, we got to allow somebody from the West Coast to even speak on what's going on the East Coast. When again, if anybody's aware of this, it just makes it look crazy.
Well, you know, I mean, the difference between WAC and some of these other guys, whether you like him or not, he's hustling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, you got to beat him to the punch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's doing what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? He's getting the documents while we're sleeping. He's on it, making calls, doing whatever he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, we should all put this as an earmark that, you know, whenever there's drama like that, you know, he's going to pop up with some paperwork, and we need to get the paperwork before he does. You know what I'm saying? To validate what he's putting up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got the paperwork first and you think he's going to try to manipulate somebody, if he knows you got it first, then he might not play that game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Because
I remember 4 years ago when I first see the first Max B paperwork. It was official. It was the same paperwork that his brother Pooh Sims gave to King Ernie that he just gave WAC now. It's the same fucking paperwork.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Well, you know, these guys, bro, King are a la carte, bro. They pick and choose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, you know, wherever their emotions go, they gotta pick and choose. All of a sudden,
are they recycling content? Is that what they doing more?
You know what I'm saying?
Content, bro.
Hey, my problem with WAC is that he's so quick to jump the gun with the East Coast. Like you said, we all know that this is about content, and you know that's how his platform operates. But my thing is that when we dealing with legal, you know, issues, and we talking about what a person did, show the paperwork, show the docket number, show everything that certifies that paperwork. Don't just put up a bunch of lines or whatever and not take the person from, you know, if it's an indictment. On your indictment, you got your first page with your charges. You got what, you know, if it's against the state or whether it's against the government or whatever. All of those things got to be covered before you just throw a piece of paper up there and just put this part, because we know in most cases, you know, whatever trial hearings, whatever you had, you're going to have, you know, a large amount of material from that particular case, whether it's in the appellate court, the Supreme Court, district court, whatever court it's in. So don't just throw up something like that. And the only way that a lot of times that I see him going after somebody that might have came from the West Coast with those type of issues is if they somebody big or it's already been placed public. But I don't see him like going the distance like he be going when it come to somebody that's involved with East Coast. I don't care what coast you from.
Well, you know what? I tell you right now. I mean, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but I know he had a lot of respect for K Slay, and I don't think
my brother.
I don't think he would have played some. I think he would have downplayed some of these tactics if he was alive. You know what I'm saying? Not only that. Whether you like it or not, whether Wack is lying or not, everything is to his advantage, and he just gets bigger because it becomes subject matter. You know what I'm saying? So Wack is just getting bigger and bigger, more relevant, and with the relevancy comes money.
But that sad part is the fact that nobody's testing the information to end it, so he's continuing to keep on bubbling, and nobody's even saying, okay.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's just becoming more relevant, man. He's not. Put it this way, I'll say one thing about Wack. He's not stupid, man.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? He's not stupid, bro. He's very tactical.
Yeah.
Which he's so tactical, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
He's scary. He's scary, man. He's dangerous. He could have you land in the pitfall. You know? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have your armor up against him, man. He's a good challenge, bro.
Hey, hold on. I want you to hear something real quick.
Yeah.
This Max B talking about. I want you to hear what he had to say. Hold yourself, y'all. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Which I didn't take the plea in the beginning.
Facts.
Because I took a plea after getting blowing trial to 75 years, which I didn't take the plea in the beginning.
Facts.
Because the rat take the state gonna make them take the plea and say, if you get a plea, but you gotta tell on your co-defendants. Y'all don't have that. There's none of that on the stand. No bigger bell on no stand. No tape, complete police station statements. None of that. So let's get that right. So after I blow trial for 75 years, get convicted. After 9 years, I get granted PCR with lawyer money. I got lawyers, by the way.
Yeah.
You saying? I go back on
what
PCR.
Lawyer is that?
I got 6 lawyers.
Talk to me.
Let's just talk about the facts.
You gotta pause it right there.
All right.
Put a motion in for PCR.
So Goo.
Yes, sir.
You had 6 lawyers at that time?
No.
See, and that's what I was gonna go to, because Goo already broke it down that from the very beginning, these dudes ain't want to put up 90 grand to get him the lawyer that would have got him out of the situation from the very beginning. So if you add 6 lawyers, and see, that's what I'll be saying, these cats be coming with this whole extra persona about
things. You know who got 6? You know who got 6 lawyers?
Who was that, Goo? Who was that?
You know who got 6 lawyers? I got like Puff Daddy.
Right.
Who's fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that. I mean, 6 lawyers. You talking about spending $800,000 or something
back
now?
Back in the 90s too.
Yeah.
2000. I mean, yeah. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna tell you how I know a nigga to have 6 lawyers, bro. I had 1 lawyer on my case, yo.
Okay.
And I spent damn near $100,000.
See what I'm saying?
But that's
multiply that by 6.
And that's why I'm saying what makes me always suspect. If you got to do all that, I get it. But man, I mean, you just gonna lie like that, like and brag about it.
Hold on. What I want to know is, Congu, why did he Congu? Well, people want to ask this. I'm gonna ask you this question because people gonna want to know. Are you mad because you haven't spoke to him since he been home because you helped him get out?
Nah, not at all. I mean,
I had to ask that. You know, I got to ask
Good
that.
question.
yeah,
Good
no,
question.
great question. I mean, nah, I mean, this is just my tour of duty, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like I like participating and doing critical thinking, and I had access and resources in the county from knowing the proper white man, and I mean, it just worked out. Like, no, I never. I mean, I spoke to Max B in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like a year before he got out, because we had a mutual friend that was locked up with him. He just passed the phone off. One of Fetty Wap's boys was in jail, and they passed me the phone to Max, and I talked to him.
Also, I'm going to cut you off. You talking Fetty Wap boy is originally from Asbury Park?
No, I'm talking about Murd from Patterson, the guy who got shot.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know
The guy who got shot during that time when they stole Fetty's chain.
All right, yeah, I know you're talking about that.
Out in Patterson, that shit that made TMZ. You know what I'm saying? So
my man was locked up with Fetty. He had got locked up with that Fetty case, but he used to be Fetty. He was one of Fetty managers.
Now, wait, you talking about he was locked up with Fetty?
He got locked up for that case. Fake with that case, but they let him go. He was Fetty manager. He's from Asbury Park.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay, yeah. So, where were we at? So Murd threw me on the phone with Fetty, and we spoke, and me and Max spoke on the phone, and basically, I was like, yo, Max, like, I'm the guy who, put it together and put the parlay together to get you out. And he said he already knew. He's like, I already know. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I be knowing. I was like, all right, cool, but I wasn't asking for nothing. I mean, that's just not my nature. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty, I mean, I was just happy to do that and be kind of like known for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not the type like, oh, you owe me now. Do I get calls about that and have many of people said to me like, yo, like he owes you, like he should do this and do that for you, like, or else he'd still be in jail. And I mean, it is what it is, bro. But I'm not. That's just not me. Now I think the main reason we haven't spoke is probably because of French Montana, and French Montana don't like me. I mean, not like I had anything to do with it, but I mean, back in 2006 or so. Unfortunately, French got shot in the head during a robbery, and some people died during that and shit like that. And one of my closer friends that I do business with in the music industry, he thinks that he was involved, and since I'm friends with him, he thinks my friend locked him up to get shot. And but my friend picked him up off the floor and brought him to Lincoln Hospital. He had all his jewelry and money in his pocket. I don't know how he would think that my friend did it. You know what I'm saying? Because when my man came out the elevator, my man was coming down. Okay, so what happened was that my friend French Montana was signed to a friend of mine for 5 albums. All right, back in the early 2000s, and they got into a little scuffle, into some bullshit, some Bronx bullshit, and they kind of stopped talking. Maybe like a year later, French came out with these Cocaine City DVDs. You know what I'm saying? And my man was basically still like, yo, like you still signed me, bro. And in the contract, you're not allowed to do any of that type of shit without me getting a piece. So they had a meeting at some studio. And there's an article, I can show you the newspaper article about French getting shot and stuff like that. It was actually an article on it. So they had a little talk at some studio in the Bronx. And French told them, like, next time I make some DVDs, I'll give you, 30,000 copies for yourself or so-and-so copies for yourself so you could sell it and put the money in your pocket. So they cut a deal and French left. About 4 minutes later, my man left and he was in the elevator. While he was in the elevator, he heard gunshots. You know what I'm saying? When he came out the elevator, he saw 2 guys on top of French. And, French was fighting for his life, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really say what happened, but, all I can say, when my man came out,
the man saved him, basically.
Yeah, somebody died on the spot. That's all I say. You know what I'm saying? But somebody died on the spot. And my man picked French up off the floor and brought him to the hospital. And all I could say is that instead of him thinking like you lined me up, because like put it this way, if my man lined him up and he hired some guys to rob French or something like that, and he came out the elevator as the third person, He could have just added on and finished French, per se. Let's just say, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead, somebody died, and French got picked up off the floor and brought to the hospital. If I was French, I'd be thanking that guy every day instead of blaming him for getting lined up.
Yo, hold on. Hold up, one second, bro. Let me say something before we even get to that. I'm gonna say something. A lot of these guys, they be in Jersey thinking Jersey is safe and kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? They don't have security when they need security.
Mm-hmm.
Jersey is just as bad as New York, and in some places, Jersey is worse because you can get lined up in Jersey quick. You can get lined up from a chick. You know, chicks in Jersey will line you up. You could be in Bergen County going to see a badass shorty, but her brother's from fucking Patterson,
yeah,
or her brother's from Jersey City, or she got an uncle from Newark, or she got two brothers from Elizabeth.
Bro, cats come from Hudson County,
Union
Patterson,
County, all that.
All the time they come to Bergen County to rob cats because they think Bergen County is more suburban. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, oh, them Bergen County niggas are soft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they come out here to eat Newark niggas and stuff like that. They come here, they run up in the gambling spots out here in Bergen County, all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they make niggas. I got plenty of friends that got tied up in vans coming out gambling spots, 4 a.m, shot in the leg, all sorts of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question.
Did you grow up under Mecca?
Who, Mecca Audio?
Yeah.
He lives a town away from me. He lives in Teaneck. I live in Hackensack. I mean, I knew him, I knew of him growing up. He always had a name for himself. But he was always running from Bergen County to New York, getting money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Did I grow up under him? No. I grew up under more guys like Dwayne McCaskey. And guys like that. And Dwayne McCaskey's the guy who I told you who got caught with the 200 pounds of coke with the tour bus. Yeah, I grew up under guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that.
Listen, man, that question that Bourne asked you was really high power, because from there you took us all the way through this scene with Frenchie. And one thing about it, right?
Hold on, 1 second. His name is French Montana. Frenchie, shout out to Frenchie. Come home soon. That is Bimmy, and that's Deb nephew.
Oh yeah, no, I'm family with the I'm family with the aunt. I'm family with the aunt.
They know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Frenchie Montana. But at the end of the day, what all I'm gonna say to it is that was so authentic. You know what I'm saying? Because when you telling stories and you telling history, you could tell when individuals is lying, then whether this is some first time, and information like this, like, should be all over, YouTube, for the simple fact that you come in now and I can see, as an OG, when individuals tell stories and especially putting something out there that nobody never heard before. So, I just wanted to salute you on that, because this is like fresh. Nobody could tell that story besides a person that was actually there or involved with those people to that degree where a story like that could even come out.
Hold on, but I want to say something about the French Montana. We was talking about French Montana.
Yes, sir.
French Montana also got beat up and robbed in Linden, New Jersey at a club. So he gonna blame my boy for that too?
Oh, I think I do remember something about that. Some years ago, something about some bullshit in Linden at a club or something.
That's what he's beef with Jim Jones.
Oh wow. That's crazy. I mean, but you see, they all pieced it out now. You know what I'm saying? These guys are trying to kill each other.
Dog, you can't piece it out with me, and you not piecing it out with my mans.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So, once again, it's a la carte. You know what I'm saying? It's selective. You know what I'm saying? He's cool with French, but he's not cool with Max. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent's cool with Fat Joe, but Fat Joe's cool with Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? I mean, before that, Fat Joe and 50 Cent wanted to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. This rap game, bro. I don't take it. Like we spoke earlier today. The kids got to understand that a lot of this shit is comic book shit. You know what I'm saying? And they can't be influenced by these guys because they make bad decisions like the next man. Just because they could put words together doesn't mean that they're honorable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And just like one of y'all said earlier, when we were on the phone, you name a rapper that's gonna face 15, 20 years and not tell.
Yeah. That's what I said.
I'm gonna take all your luxuries from you so you can sleep on a fucking mattress that's fucking a quarter-inch thin. You know what I'm saying? In a cold cell for the next so and so years, and you was fucking living in Alpine, New Jersey, Saddle River, these fucking Colts Neck, New Jersey, all these fucking nice places. He telling.
Yeah.
He's telling.
Ain't no way in the world somebody gonna.
Yeah, your favorite guy's telling. He's telling.
Hey, I just wanted to say something to that, right? My whole thing is you're 100% right and exact with that. But what we got to do is take it back to the foundation, right? And what I'm saying is to this with Max and Gina, right? If your career is booming like it's booming at that point with Max B, why would you even take a chance at putting your broad with your brother who dumbed out? Because he went in there for a robbery and he turned the robbery into a murder. Like every time when she was, talking about how it took place and how they had the other two individuals tied up, and then homie showed up, and then all of a sudden, Pooh did what he did, Pooh Sims.
Well,
like I'm wondering.
Let's play it out. But let's play it out. Let's play it out. Gina and Pooh's Gina tells Max this guy got a gang of money at the hotel. Right. All right. So he taps his brother on the shoulder and says, "Go do your thing." I mean, okay. I don't think he really had the intent to say like, "Yo, knock him down." You know what I'm saying?
Right. You see what I'm getting at, right? What I'm getting at is the root of it. Like, if you in that position, like we trying to explain to the youth right now, which makes all of this crazy with individuals that really been out in the street. If I'm getting money like that, even if you know what I'm saying, she coming to me telling me some trick, nigga, he got 30,000 over there. Was that 30,000 anywhere near the sacrifice or the consequences or the situation that he was putting himself in by even initiating her getting with his brother to go back and commit a robbery like that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, how these cats be thinking when you in that position, and if you not lacking for money and everything is going the way that you want to go.
Your guy, he was already lacking for money. That's why he was out there hustling. Jim Jones wasn't paying the nigga, bro. Jim Jones.
I understand that.
Well, I'll tell you to not to defend Jim, but this is 2006 when the murder happened,
right?
And I mean, maybe Jim might have advanced the money, but the money didn't come in on the back end yet.
Right.
All right. So maybe he's still scratching. But I mean, either way, even if I didn't have any money and I knew I was gonna get money and I was about to blow and stuff like that, I wouldn't be so reckless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
He was reckless. Like I said, he's a dangerous guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just from his recklessness and spontaneous decision making, I don't want to be around a guy like that at this age, especially.
Right. Facts. Yeah. Boy, you gonna play the rest? Oh, my bad. I was gonna ask Boy to play the rest of what he was saying.
Just let me get one more thing off. He was reckless, and you notice how Cam said that I didn't take him serious like that. So it might not have just been Cam didn't take him serious because of his potential in the rap game, he might have not took him serious because he know that this is a dude that all he do is bounce in and out of jail.
Well, yeah,
You
mind
know,
you,
so
he did a whole bunch of time before the Ballin' record that he wrote, right?
Yeah.
I heard he's done like 20-something years in total in his whole life.
Yeah. They called a nigga Rambo.
Yeah, because he did Charlie Rambo, because he did a bid before, you know, he did a bid before 2005.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yo, somebody echo it.
That's magnificent.
Nah, that ain't.
Hold up. Yo. Y'all hear me?
You clear, boy.
Yeah.
Is it me? No.
Oh. All right, we good now.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yo, that's the feds. Yo, we talking about one of their boys. They like,
Yeah, that was crazy though.
Yo, I gotta run the bathroom. We gotta run the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right, no doubt, bro. So what I want to know, y'all. Hold on, let me finish like that. What Max B said real quick while he went to the bathroom.
Look at his record. Look at Frank Lucas shot.
Yeah, that's the police and
he turned a lawyer and did. He's a greaseball. These all greaseball working on my stealing. I got back on that. When I got back after 9 years, I took the plea for 20 years. I had to do another 9. And took that plea there.
Copy on that.
So for those that don't know, that's real TV for you. I'm not sitting in jail with these. I ain't getting money because I took a plea after getting blowing trial 75 years, which I didn't take the plea in the beginning.
Facts.
Because the rat take the plea, they gonna make them take the plea and say if you get a plea, but you got to tell on your co-defendants. Y'all don't have that. There's none of that on the stand. No bigger bell on no stand. No tape, complete police station statements. None of that. All right? So let's get that right. So after I blow trial for 75 years, get convicted. After 9 years, I get granted PCR with lawyer money. I got lawyers, by the way.
What's weird?
You know what I'm saying? I go back on
what
PCR.
What lawyer is that?
I got 6 lawyers.
Talk to me.
Let's just talk about the facts.
Talk to me.
I got lawyers. We put a motion in for PCR against Gerald Shaluti. Look at his record. Look at Frank Lucas shot.
Yeah,
that's the police and
he turned a lawyer and did. He's a greaseball. These all greaseball working on my stealing. I got back on that. When I got back after 9 years, I took the plea for 20 years. I had to do another 9.
Yo, boy, freezing, so he just on that part right there.
He said a whole lot
That's
right
real
there.
TV for you.
He said a whole lot.
Yeah,
I don't know if Goo heard that. He said,
No, I heard it. I mean, does it sound a little fabricated? Yeah. I mean, the 6 lawyers. I mean, that raises my eyebrows right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, when you tell, you know, when everything's real, you ain't got to fabricate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then hold up. Then he said, what you think I'm gonna sit in jail with these greaseball ass niggas? That right there. You be like, what nigga?
yeah, that's crazy work. That was crazy.
Yo, truth be told, if I did some bullshit and then I wouldn't let my brother get caught. Like if my brother put me on a lick, right? And I did some bullshit where something happened and somebody got extremely hurt.
Unalived.
Yo, I didn't even want to say that. But yeah, you're right. Unalive. Yo, I'm going to eat that. Hey, yo, listen, I'm not going to let my brother get nowhere near that. Listen, I did that. I'm going to take all of that. Like, the fact that he was even there makes it crazy for me.
Nah, that's true though. Yeah, I mean, just sending your brother on a crash out. It's like a crash out.
No. He talking about what he's saying is
what
if I send my brother, I told my brother some information to go get some money, and he crashes out. My brother gotta eat that. Don't put my name in that shit.
Right.
It's not right to rap. It's not right.
You see that
Thank you, Born. Thank you, Born. Yo, you summed up exactly what I was saying. Yes, exactly. Yo, my brother put me on the move, and I did some bullshit. Yo, listen, nothing's gonna touch my brother. I'm gonna eat all that.
Yeah, and Pooh Sims, when I seen the video that he called in the Doggy Diamonds that time, he stated that the reason why he was coming back down was because the cat that originally took Gina shopping and showed her the money, that he never testified that Pooh Sims was the person that was in the room that did that. But from what Gina said and how she told the whole story and everything else, I don't see where he got any grounds that's anywhere around that, because you got an eyewitness that was involved that's stating that you the individual that, unalived this person in this, attempt robbery. And even more so than that, they were supposed to be going after 30 bands. They never found the money in the room. And when they called the guy, unalive.
The police found it, though.
It was in the other room. It was in the
the police found the money in the room right after it happened.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Okay. See that part?
That was the crazy. Yo, real quick. Real quick. That was the craziest part of the whole situation. The police found the 30 beings in the room right after the situation happened.
But they never found it. They never found the 30 G's, so the police found it. So that makes it even crazier, because I wasn't, they said they searched the room and they didn't find it. And that's when they called the cat over who he unalive. You know what I'm saying? When he got in the room. So I wanted to know and see. That's what make it even more that cats that be talking about that they gangsters, they stick up kids and everything else. Yeah, when you going for money, you know that you gotta have, unalive. If it's some real money and you a real stick up kid, there's a great probability. But under those circumstances where they already had everybody subdued and now Holmes is coming in there, then it should have been the first reaction is to subdue him or now put him under the same amount of pressure where he would have said the money is right there, or took him back to the other room. The money got to be somewhere, and it couldn't have been that far, because you just revealed that the police found the money right afterwards. So this was botched everywhere around the board. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even know why he even sent his brother on that caper.
I'm gonna tell you something anyway. Everybody already said Lil Pooh Sims was a crash out of Harlem. If he was already a crash out of Harlem, hey Gangu, am I lying?
Yes.
He was a crash out of Harlem already? He was already crashing out of Harlem? He had a name for himself at a young age?
I don't know anything about Pooh.
Well, for everybody was talking about that, I know they said he was a young crash out of Harlem already.
I mean, can't you tell?
Yeah. Yo, no disrespect to New York niggas, but Jersey niggas, we way smarter with Ken and Robin niggas.
Probably, I mean, I'm not.
I mess with Shabu. Right now.
Okay.
Jersey niggas, we got caught by the feds. Y'all niggas got caught by the state police. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was a state police murder. So,
that's crazy, man. But
I know in Jersey,
here's my thing.
If that shit would have went on.
Yo, Chad, hold on 1 second. Goggles was just talking. Hold on 1 second.
No. Let your man finish. I'll come in.
Chad, go ahead.
Nah, what I was saying in Jersey, just what I said. If I'd have messed up and did that, I'd have took the weight. And I know too many people from Jersey who stood tall on a lot of stuff that they did.
There you go.
But there I go.
Yeah, I know a lot of people too that wouldn't have had niggas just coming home now for 30, 40 years. So yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
They didn't even do the shit. And then their mans is home, right? When their mans is locked up with him, and they still said, no, he didn't do that. I did it. You know what I'm saying? He let them niggas sit there with him for 30 years.
Damn. God damn. Hey man, bless these all, bless them all. So I mean,
now go ahead, what you gonna say, Gagu, because we cut you off. What you was about to say?
I lost my train of thought, but I'll get back to it. It's all good. I mean, yeah, it's all. I think I was gonna say. I mean, now that this may have been established, I mean, let's just say this WAC 100 document is verifiably true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What rapper is gonna stand down on Max B?
Hold on. Yeah, I feel you. But let's think about this too. Listen to this. Why would you let your brother do that time and you did he put money in your pocket and you did some wild out shit?
Well, from what I do know, because I do manage Dame Grease and other people, you know what I'm saying, that are like part of the Max B projects and stuff like that. I'm not saying this is from Dame Grease or anything like that, but I mean, this is from what I know I know numerous people in the camp. But I mean, from what I was told, the original plan was let Max get out, then he'll put his money up to get his brother out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now that his brother was talking so much shit, he's just disregarding him now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably disregard the nigga too. I was gonna get him out. And nigga start kicking my back in.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing. You gotta look at C Murder to look at Master P.
C Murder. Oh wow, yeah, okay. Master P's my guy.
But he did C Murder dirty.
But no. What C Murder did, he kicked Master P back in. And then Master P said, yo, listen, dog, I've been feeding you in prison for all this time. He said, yo, listen, you ain't getting no more money from me, dog.
Wow. Your own flesh and blood.
But no, you can feed a nigga commissary, nigga. But if you're not feeding me knowledge, what the fuck do commissary got to do anything, bruh?
I mean,
nah. Repeat that again. Repeat that. Explain it the way I can understand it.
You can feed a nigga commissary. You can put money on nigga books to make sure he's good in prison. But if you're not putting money on these fucking lawyers to help me get out, putting money on something that really matters, then you're not doing enough. I got white girls like Kim Kardashian. I got R&B singers like Monica. All them putting up all this bread to help me get out. And I got people coming back to saying I didn't do the murder. And you're not even helping push that. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. Master P, he got a lot of stuff for him. He all right with me. I met Master P multiple times. But he got a lot of stuff for him.
Boy, good point. I didn't catch the way you said it the first time. Oh, now I know what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I hung out with Master P a couple of months ago, man, out in Brooklyn. And his manager called me up, and I went out there to Brooklyn to hang out with him and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I met him. I spoke to him before that a few times, but he was real cool, man. I mean, he gave me opportunities and stuff like that. I mean, he didn't have to do that for a guy he didn't know and stuff like that. I mean, I'd have to clarify him as a decent dude, man.
Yeah, but you know what they said? Sometimes they say blood is thicker than water, but only in certain cases. You need water to survive. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So just because you blood don't mean
dude, you got 72 hours. If you don't get water in 3 days, you're dead, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes beer compensates for the water though. Nah, but Congu.
Yes, sir.
What I want to ask you is, when Max B finally came home and he didn't reach out to you, as a man, and you know what all the things you did, how did that make you feel?
Well, they invited me to the party. I was invited to the party. So that's for sure. I was invited to the party.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fell asleep on the couch all dressed up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so I didn't take advantage of that. And there's times I was invited to come by the studio while they were recording and stuff like that. I mean, that I remember and stuff like that. I just didn't participate in stuff like that. I mean, I'm cool with Max's manager. You know what I'm saying? And he's a kind of behind the scenes guy too. From what I noticed, he don't go to the studio. He's not popping up with all the Max stuff. And Max's manager's the same. Max's manager is Nipsey Hussle's business partner. You know what I'm saying? He runs the Nipsey Hussle marathon.
Oh. Which one are you talking about? I know you talking
about the marathon. Steve Carlos. He runs the Nipsey Hussle 501 marathon 501. For charity, and he also got FYI, he just did a deal with a label now to put out 2 more Nipsey Hussle albums. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But he manages Max. He got Vibes Cartel signed to him, you know, and some other people and stuff like that. You know, he's definitely a move maker in the business. Right. And you know, I see what he does. He doesn't participate. You don't see him at the parties, none of that stuff. He just, you know, let these guys do what they do, and you know, he handles the business behind the scenes and stuff like that. And I guess from experience, you know, he just learned, you know, how to maneuver and stuff like that. And while they're out partying and, you know, doing nigga shit, you know what I'm saying, with gangs and, you know, a whole bunch of people.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Old boy just was caught in a picture with Rick Ross.
Yes, recently, a couple days ago, for his birthday.
What you think 50 gonna say about that after 50 was promoting this dude?
I don't know. 50's very vindictive. I mean, I think him and French got a problem or had problems back and forth. I mean, put it this way, I got a call and they were telling me that 50 was gonna hop on. I got a call about a month ago saying 50 was gonna hop on one of their songs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And things like that, he's probably not gonna do anymore.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this would have helped him out. You know what I'm saying? Extend the Max hype since he's got out of jail. I mean, Max has had a greater homecoming than Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
And Max wasn't even signed to a major label.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know they don't like us Jersey niggas like that, bro.
Man, stop with all that Jersey jazz. What I wanted to say, in regards to that right there, right, that a lot of people always talk about how petty 50 is and so forth and so on. But my thing has always been, you know, if I bring you up, you know, and don't stifle you, and I give you the chance, like if we get money together, like dudes get it confused, because if you got a team of just yes men around you and you only allowing these dudes to get 10,000 or maybe 20,000, but you run into a situation with the feds or with anybody that is a big case and your money might be frozen, tied up or anything like that. If your crew, you can't say if it's 10 of them and all 10 of them got at least 100,000 or better, so that whatever you may need at that time, bail money, lawyer money, or whatever, you could get out. But I'm taking it all back, bringing it full circle. 50 has looked out for a lot of individuals, and I can't understand why they would jump on the bandwagon with a dude, mainly Rick Ross, because, like, you know, I was around meeting him. I was down there in 2005, 2006, heavy in Atlanta and everything, but we never messed it with them with you know, their situation. You know what I'm saying? And homie's girl was the one that was actually getting them big houses and everything for them at that time. But to come full circle with the Rick Ross thing, or what I was getting ready to say was, how could Big Meech even think as a boss? You know what I'm saying? And all these you know, death before dishonor and everything else like that, that you could come home and now your son that was put in position to make millions of dollars and y'all take that whole BMF thing even further, that you could get played out by a cat like Rick Ross that's going to throw a party that never popped off and everything else. Like, when is these dudes going to get it that, you know, you be loyal to the person that was loyal to you? And they talk shit about Tony Yayo or whatever, but Yayo was there and 50 gonna make sure he eat, because one thing we all know
like
is that
Jay-Z
Yayo was
with
gonna
Bleak.
ride for 50.
Hey,
just like Jay-Z with Bleak. And yo,
No,
you know Bleak goes.
It's not like Jay-Z and Bleak. No, I'm gonna say it's not like Jay-Z
Explain.
and Bleak.
Explain.
Because Jay-Z don't take Bleak on world tours, giving him damn near 20, 30, 25,000 a show.
He'd have to give him more than that. He'd have to give him more than that on world tours too.
But he'll make him head of Duce and give him 200 something thousand a year.
Man,
He has done that.
Bro, that's not shit, bro. And with his status, bro. That's not shit with his status. You look at Memphis Bleak net worth, bro. Look at Memphis Bleak net worth. The nigga's only worth 200,000.
Yeah, I think
they always say that.
I want to say something else that happened to me.
Yes.
I went for a reality show, right? And then my pops was dying of cancer. And then I seen people in that room. They started doing the fake crying, like, "Oh, my family's going through this." Now I'm really going through something, and I didn't do it, so I didn't make it to this. I made it to the second round, but I didn't make it to the third round.
Okay.
And then I was upset that I got kicked off the show. And then my pops, who died of cancer, I went over the house the next day. I told my pops what happened. And he's like, "Nigga, why didn't you use my story?" He said, "Yo, I'm about to die." He's like, "Yo, the fuck else I gotta do?" He's like, "Yo, you could have used that shit." I said, "Dad, I didn't want to pimp your story." He said, "Man, you a stupid motherfucker. Yo, you should have said that shit."
F-balls, man, F-balls.
Oh, excuse me. He said, "Yo, you a stupid MF. You should have did that." He said, "What else I gotta do? I'm leaving here dying anyway." Hey, yo, that's when I caught it.
What'd you catch?
I'm talking about clout, cause yo, I'm in that room and people are like, "Oh, my mom's there," and they start doing a fake cry, and you can see it. Now here I am, really going through something, and then I didn't say it. That's why I got kicked out the second round.
All right. Now you
And then when I told my father what happened, my father was like, "Yo, you going through something real. Why didn't you do it? Like, yo, how stupid are you?" And I said, "Dad, I didn't want to pimp your story." He said, "How stupid are you? You should have just did it just to get this money." He said, "Yo, I'm about to leave up out of here."
Just like Memphis Bleak should have pimped Jay-Z to get that money, but he didn't.
And that's what made me think of it. That's what, but the only difference is Jay-Z ain't about to be up out of here. I don't want to wish anything bad on anybody, but that's what made me think of it.
Like I'm saying, man, it's loyalty amongst everything. It's loyalty above everything, man. Like I said, if I'm a billionaire and y'all my niggas, we rock together all this time. You think I'm gonna let y'all niggas be worth 200,000 a year? No. I'm gonna at least make sure you're worth $2 million a year.
Right.
Because, hold on, listen. Because if I look good, if you look good, nigga, I look good. Because I
only thing I say is born is dependent upon what your friend at 200,000 look like. Not 200,000. No, let me finish.
Bruh,
No, hold on. Born.
Stop riding these New York niggas cock, bruh. We talking about real shit right now.
Well, first of all, pause. I'm done. Just let me finish. Because 200,000 to me is good. I'm good.
Us.
I don't need none of
That's to us, bruh. The niggas that used to making millions, 200,000 ain't nothing. That's barely paying their light bill for the year.
But also, if my man is making millions, I'm happy for him. I don't need nothing from him. Listen, listen. As long as I can pay my rent, my PSE and G, I'm good. I don't need nothing else more than that.
Yo, bruh, a lot. That's the problem with a lot of brothers.
Yeah, let me Google that.
No, that's the problem with a lot of brothers. We think short term instead of long term. That 200,000 may be good because you live in an apartment or you got a condo and you don't have to pay that much a year. But
if you
used to live in mansions and driving the flyest cars, that 200,000 ain't nothing. But compared to what 50 do for his artists, he helped. Uncle Murder
when Tony Yayo came out of jail.
We already know that. Yo, hold on, listen, let me finish talking. He helped Uncle Murder. Him and Uncle Murder was tight like that. He helped that nigga get up there. Jay-Z and do nothing. And he from Brooklyn like Jay-Z. We're Brooklyn net. He didn't even have his own homeboy.
I mean, Uncle Murder got his first house.
All I'm gonna say to that is that you can't say because Jay-Z is a billionaire that he's still supposed to take care of Memphis Bleak as far as 2 million or 3 million, because at the end of the day, once you get individuals, hold on,
let him finish. Let him finish, Born.
I'm mute all y'all niggas. I get my point off. Let me get my point off real quick. It's not about giving a nigga 2 million. It's about putting a nigga in position to make 2 million a year. That's what I'm saying. You don't gotta give me nothing. Put me in position.
Okay, so you think that all this time that he ain't never put Memphis Bleak in position to make $2 million? Not a year. See, listen, hold on, boy. What I'm saying is, it's just like back in the days, in the 70s or whatever, right? Because I did a thing with me and Tut about the one speaker JVC radio, and a person putting out in the comments, oh, you did that for $150 radio? No, that same $150 radio nowadays is worth, you know what I'm saying, $1,500. So even if back then you was getting 100,000 or whatever at that time, you had the same maybe ability, whether he took you along or not, to take your money and invest your money the way that you wanted to invest your money. It's all about choices. So if you're not making the right choice, and it's years and years and years that's going by, how many times am I supposed to keep putting you in position to be able to make this money when you already in the circle to see what's going on?
Did y'all listen to Memphis Bleak podcast?
I don't care about Memphis Bleak podcast,
but in one of the episodes, real quick, let me say this. Hold up, let me say this, and I'll stop.
Hey, we all heard that already. We don't want to hear that Memphis Bleak bullshit no more.
No, let me say this, and I'll stop. Yo, Memphis Bleak went to Jay and said, yo, I don't want to rap no more. And Jay was like, word, that's what's up. He said, yo, I got this company called Duce. He said, I'll let you run it. And then he gave Memphis Bleak Duce.
But no, but he also gave Memphis Bleak a record label through Rock Nation. That's why Casanova 2 Times came out. That was Memphis Bleak's artist.
Yes, Casanova 2 Times. Who else? Was it Red Cafe? Was it Red Cafe?
Red Cafe was already
maybe, but I know 2 Times came out.
I know Casanova 2 Times
came out with the Don't Run record.
Yes, you're right.
Memphis Bleak,
Yes,
Rock
yes,
Nation.
you're right about that.
I actually had to sue Casanova Memphis Bleak over the Casanova shit, so I know.
All right, now look at this is Memphis Bleak net worth, and this nigga's almost 50, 200,000, right? All right, here we go. Now let me go back. Let me go back for y'all. Let me show you something else. And I'm just doing this to show a point that.
But here's the thing.
No,
how many people?
Hold on, you go ahead. Go ahead.
80, 70 people that Hove knows is asking for opportunity, and you gotta, give it out. Opportunity. All these people, not, it's Jay-Z, man. I know guys that are way lesser that 30 people are trying to jump on.
But also born to your point, I find it crazy that Memphis Bleak has to do a podcast under Nori, under Charlemagne to get bread.
Yo, y'all see this right here? Memphis Bleak worth 200,000. This is Tony Yayo net worth right now.
I mean, including his publishing catalog, he's worth more than that.
Yeah,
no. What I'm talking about from what he's doing right now, because his podcast. What's the name of his podcast?
I forgot, but I remember. I know you're talking about though. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's under no. But his podcast comes out under Nori. He's signed to Nori, and Nori is signed to Charlemagne.
No, but mind you,
he's the nigga under the nigga that's getting signed by the nigga.
When I was hanging out with Nori, because I was cool with Nori, and until me and Fat Joe got into the bullshit the past couple years ago, but up until then, when I was hanging out with Nori in Miami and all this other shit, eating dinners, late night, 4 in the morning, shit like that.
Party.
Jay-Z was funding his podcast along with Puffy at the time.
Right.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So Hove was behind. Excuse me.
I said what?
Yeah, bro. I was in the back getting drunk in the back of Nori's Maybach back in like 2019, 2020. Nori was telling me in Miami that Hove, he has a choice. He has 3 choices where he could do 3 different deals and stuff like that, and he goes back and forth. It was Puffy giving him money, it was Jay-Z giving him money, and it was platform based. Like Puffy would give him a deal.
Don't forget about Taxstone, because Taxstone put the nigga on.
Well, Tax is the guy, bro. If Tax was out right now, Tax would be leading this shit, bro.
First of all,
we never got to see Taxstone speak. We never got to see Taxstone speak.
First of all, Taxstone is what took this podcast. Yo, Taxstone is the reason why these people are getting $1 million now. Let's not forget that.
That's crazy.
The first one
to even say that
was Combat Jack. Yo, y'all don't know about
I was gonna say that.
Jack.
You took the words out my fucking mouth.
We know about Combat. I'm a podcast nigga.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I know about Combat Jack. But
Combat Jack is the reason why all these dudes are getting paid now.
Tax to the next level, bro.
Yeah, but check this out.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying
Chad, did you know Taxstone was signed through Combat Jack?
Combat Jack. Yes, that's what I was about to get to.
He was signed through Combat Jack.
Yes. Combat Jack is the reason why.
Imagine how big Combat Jack would be right now.
But the point that Bourne was bringing up, Taxstone took all that shit to the next level. And I don't know how Combat Jack saw the potential in Taxstone, but he did. He signed it. And
Combat Jack.
And I misspoke earlier. No, I misspoke earlier. Combat Jack was the first, but Taxstone is the reason why these dudes is getting $1 million now.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Taxstone. Well, come home soon, brother. We know that nigga ratted on you, bro. He took the stand on you. We know that nigga's a snitch. Just like we know Max B's a snitch too. You know, I better tell y'all niggas he was a snitch. Nobody saying that until a West Coast nigga start talking about. Well, East Coast nigga from Jersey that know Jersey laws is telling y'all about this shit. Y'all call me a hater. Y'all let a West Coast
The only but I'm making if my brother's the bag, and I did, like I said earlier, my brother's the bag, and I did some bullshit. Go ahead, and rat on me, bro. Go ahead, go on.
Get out there, get that money. Make sure we take care of mama, take care of facts. Nigga, I took time for nigga before, bruh. Yeah, that nigga didn't even have no money.
You had to. And then you know what? No, you don't have to tell me your story. And I know you had to, because you sat too long.
That's just
Because if you'd have been in Takashi or you'd have been whatever, you'd have been home way sooner. And then that's what I figured out about your story, where you don't have to tell me. Because you'd rattle on somebody, you'd have been home. Matter of fact, you probably wouldn't even done 3.
Facts.
Yo, I just like to say to Gold, man, I appreciate the information that you gave tonight. You're a very knowledgeable brother, and I definitely can see that you've been out there, in the industry amongst those individuals, and we just gonna wait. We just gonna wait for the real paperwork to come out, and all the other brothers that been up here tonight. I enjoyed the conversation. I got something else to do, but
I had fun, man. I definitely
your uncle. It's always good building with you, yo.
I definitely appreciate you guys reaching out to me, man. I mean, I had fun, just going back and forth in this conversation is very enlightening.
Let me ask you a question. To be honest, if everything came to a boiler pool of money, how much will Max B owe you right now while that platinum and diamonds on?
That's a good one.
Yo, let's be real. The nigga freed the nigga. The nigga supposed to be doing 75 years. The nigga only did 18.
Yeah, he got to make some type of bread.
Yo, bruh. Yo, hold up.
Tag on Instagram or something.
Hold up, listen. Before French Montana gave me that surfing chain with the silver surfer on it, with all the diamonds, that nigga sticking up like this and sliding on his chest. I'm like, yo, Gongo, here, take this 100,000, bro. I appreciate you, man. Just on GP.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I guess I take that 100,000 and put it towards retainers for my clients and help my business grow. You know what I mean? It can help me. I mean, if he was offering it,
hold on.
If he was offering it, I'm taking it.
Gongo, check this out. Shout out your channel, man, because you got Gongo got a YouTube channel too, y'all.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got a YouTube channel based behind the deal with Congu Roach, GONGUROACH. Basically, I talk about my life experiences in the business and give like little lessons contractually on what and what not to do. I've got all sorts of stories from
what's your name again?
Congu, GONGU.
Oh, you was the one that got big plug life for all that money.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I know where I know your name from. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. So yeah, I got stories on my YouTube about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's based on life experience and things like that. I got stories from I got stories about me dealing with Suge Knight calling me from jail, trying to get me to manipulate Snoop Dogg and sue Snoop Dogg, and I talk about contracts and my experiences dealing with.
But that's that. But
hold on 1 second. Let me ask you about the Snoop Dogg, bro. The Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight situation. You on Candy Camera now, nigga.
Yeah, you can't just sneak past that, Goo.
Yeah. You gotta know about that Snoop Dogg shit real quick. The Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight.
Let's go.
Shout out to the God, Daz Dillinger, peace to the God. Daz. You know what I'm saying? Divine Allah, zigzag zig. Go on, let's go.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did a story about that. I mean, basically, Daz was mad at his own cousin Snoop Dogg because he felt that Snoop Dogg was trying to get $1 billion for a sale to sell the Death Row catalog on the master side, and which wouldn't pay out any artist royalties to Daz. Daz feels like he's owed artist royalties. Daz also feels like he's owed royalties from his production, you know, off of receiving points. It seems like Snoop hasn't been giving it to him, and there's been bad accounting. And if that's the case, instead of Daz crying and arguing about it, why don't he just take Snoop to court and Death Row to court and Monarch to court, which used to be Koch, which is now Monarch. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. But you also know that Daz Dills is still a street nigga a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of street dudes would like to go to court.
You know what? You're right. I've met numerous rap guys that I told them, you know, you owed $800,000-$900,000, and they didn't want to go to court about it. You know what I'm saying? So this is my whole thing, though. If you don't want to go to court about people taking your money, then why sign a contract where there's obligation?
There you go.
Bars.
But niggas don't know that. Now, me being who I am, bro. I'm in the streets. I played ball. You know what I'm saying? I rapped. I was a bodyguard. So with me, I'll take a nigga quarter to a nigga. Know why I do that? Because the nigga do it to me.
50 Cent, Cameron, all sorts of rappers that I do know take you to court real fast. They'll bring you to the judge super quick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Can I ask you
this way? I remember
the locks. You're at the locks.
I remember Irv Gotti calling me like 1 a.m. one night. All high, probably coked up or something like that. He was wilding. He called me up 1 a.m.
Probably eat up.
I'm not even joking, but he was on something. He called me up. I got on the phone. He's like, I'm on the way to your house. For what, nigga? He's like, yo, we're gonna break into the house of the niggas I'm going to court against. He had a bunch of niggas with him. He wanted to break into the house. Like some niggas I know stole.
Yo, he want to break into the Cadillac Tie House?
Nah, he want
he's gonna break in Cadillac Tie apartment. His one bedroom apartment.
These niggas stole.
Got a big house, bro. He got a big house in Jersey. Cadillac Tie got a big house.
My bad. I was making a bad joke.
These niggas stole Ja Rule and Irv Gotti's publishing on some scam shit. And I happen to know them because I took them to court like 5-6 times prior, and we set up a lawsuit with me, Irv, and Ja, and the lawyer John Jekyllek that I was telling you about earlier. We set up a lawsuit against these guys stealing from him, and I guess he got emotional one night, and I'm like, "Yo, leave it up to the courts." You know what I'm saying? And if you want to deal with it after court, I said, this and that. But he wanted to go break into the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just like, yo, I had to talk him out of it, bro. Like I was just like, yo, Irv, if you want to go to jail tonight, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have my bail money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're going to go to jail because these niggas got cameras all over, this and that. But, his ego was, on a high level, Irv. You know what I'm saying? On a super high level, more than.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Since we talk about Irv, Whack 100 came out. This is Chris Gotti, right?
Really?
Yeah, he said Irv said.
Whoa.
He said Irv said that Chris Gotti, he cut his brother Chris Gotti off because Chris Gotti was stealing from him and messing with transgenders.
Wow. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
what?
Check this out. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all real quick, bro, because you know what I'm saying. I'm my word's my bond. Oh, check this out. I'm gonna show y'all.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just like, wow, like I'm in shock right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Hold up, on Chris,
because I know you wouldn't say this shit on live if you didn't have any proof. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, like, wow.
Hold up, Robin. Hold up. I'm right here on one side of y'all. Part self. I'm gonna show y'all because I like everything to be documented.
Like to be right and exact.
All right, here we go. Right here. Here we go. This is right here. Here we go. Right here, y'all. Hold up.
I can drop.
Play
with me, Chris, I done kept your secrets. You know me and Herb was tight. Yeah, boy. Whatever I go with, old 50 gon' piggyback with it.
This moment, he knew he fucked up.
What's poppin', everybody? Back with another video. We got Wack 100 in the 100 ENT show, and you know Wack's got to put the clamps on who else? Irv Gotti's brother, Chris Gotti. So he's exposing Irv Gotti's brother, and he's presenting some crazy allegations. You know, everything from did Chris Gotti allegedly poison Irv Gotti back in the day that could have caused some health issues. I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to get into the clip, and then we're going to discuss afterwards. Let's go.
Why does the Herb, Chris Gotti want to play with me? What he do? I'm finna terrorize this. He gonna wake up with a headache this morning.
Who he on, man? Who he on?
He gonna wake up. He gonna see that Instagram post. He gonna wake up. His shit gonna be lit the fuck up.
Let me see what you done did.
Yeah, you wanna play with me, Chris? I done kept your secrets. You know me and Herb was tight. Yeah, boy. I get to talking about that attempted poisoning, the rainbow activities. I break my promise with your brother, right? Yeah, you keep playing, and I'm gonna play with you right back. Yeah, me and you both know. Yeah, you thought your shit died with your brother.
Pause. I'm gonna play with you and play with you right back. Yo, pause. That was crazy.
I know your secret. I know because of your mother and your kids. He let it go what you tried to do to him. Tried to get him out of here a long time ago. And truth be told, you probably sped this shit up when you did what you did. He caught it, but you know what you administered. So yeah, Chris, I don't know why you want to play. Now you gonna be content. You's a softie. Nobody don't even know. It always was a Irv show. Murder Inc. was a Irv show. Irv. You was mad because you was in the shop. Now you want to go playing in my name. Crazy. For no reason. How Wack be knowing everything? Same way I knew you mentioned my name and sent it to me. Ain't even programmed in my phone. What's wrong with you, weirdo? How you know what you know?
In that interview he just did, he mentioned
you know, Chris is the older brother. He older.
Yeah.
Irv told. I think he older than him by like 3 years or so.
Yeah.
So he was always a little, of Irv. Always. That was close to him knew what it knew. Irv tolerated it because it was a good look, for the family. But when you tried to put the poison game down, you know what I'm talking about. You know what happened when them calls came through, with that rainbow situation. Boy, playing with me, boy, I done been around. Keep playing. Ja Rule, I know for a fact you know what's happening. Irv told me he hollered at you. Yeah, better tell your mans go sit down somewhere. It's weird though. Ram out now, I'm finna over you. Now I'm gonna give you some attention you didn't want. You did it. You was a motherfucking weight on that man's ankle. You ain't contribute to shit. No, nothing. You were just there. Tell me, Wack, at the end of the day, he's my brother, and what better write-off will you have than you taking care of your nieces, nephews, and man, it makes my mother happy. But I'm telling you this what it is, because I don't want you to see me like him. Chris, go talk about them issues. You want to talk face to face, we can do that too. I've been telling everybody, I'm like, yo, Wack, how you the one? How you never get like that? You got all the info. Here go the thing, right? This for bozos. That's why we the exposers, stupid mother. How you know? It's called public record. It's called you on the radar. It's called.
Yo, Congu, you heard your boy Wack, right? That's Congu.
Absolutely, I call bullshit.
Yeah, that is correct.
Because Wack, Wack got all this extracurricular activities on everybody, but I call bullshit. I don't believe that.
Well, I don't know because I remember DMX saying something about Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, Chris Gotti getting high off of ecstasy and messing with them punks.
Oh no.
Nah,
he said Irv. He didn't say his brother.
He said Irv Gotti, he said Ja Rule, he said Chris. He's like the ecstasy.
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I just remember he said Irv. And then he said Ja. He said yo, get high on X and talk about messing with Punk. He said
Right.
that on Hot 97.
The chick Superhead in her book, she made some reference to Ja getting high off of ecstasy and going that route. I know she said that because I read her book where she had exposed something about Ja Rule with some homosexuality being high off of ecstasy. So it could be possible, but like the brother
Hold
said,
on. Nigga, birds of a feather flock together, nigga. You my
yeah,
brother. You my
I'm just
brother.
saying, I ain't taking everything that Wax say neither.
If you're my brother, hold on. If you're my brother and you're fucking with punks, oh my bad, you mess with punks, and I'm hanging with you, as evidence out there that you've been messing with punks, because we got Ja Rule up in the hotel with Diddy, with other chicks, with butt plugs and dildos, all that stuff, right? So if you're messing with punks, and I hang with you, you mess with punks too, nigga.
I don't know about all that. Hang with no niggas. But anyway, man, I'm
What
out
he's referring
Peace.
to is Gene Deal, Puff, and the butt plug. I know what he's talking about.
Right.
He's talking about that.
I've been know about that.
And nobody came out and said that Gene Deal's a goddamn liar. Nobody said that.
Yeah.
So I will give him that. But about Chris Gotti, I've never heard no smut on Chris Gotti's name.
That's because he light skinned like you, nigga. Them light skinned niggas be all emotional and mushy.
I told you on the phone the other day. Yo, my grandmother used to call me, you moon colored nigga.
What? What?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Since I'm light skinned,
Yeah.
my grandmother was dark skinned. But my grandmother used to call me a moon colored nigga all the time. And I used to think that shit was so funny.
Yeah, in the South, they call them moon. They be calling people moon back in the days. Moon cricket.
Moon cricket.
Yeah, moon cricket.
But no, my grandmother was like, yo, you moon colored nigga, get the hell out of my face and stop tattletale.
Yo, gotta go. So we talking about all these. We talk. You cool with. You cool with Irv. You cool with Chris. You know what I'm saying? You heard the stories. How much of the stories do you believe? How much you don't? Hey, yo, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm asking these questions because you on my show. Congu only speaking the truth. So y'all niggas get mad. Y'all come see the King of New Jersey. Because I like beating light skinned niggas up. Go ahead, Congu.
He crazy.
I mean,
first of all, you're my friend. We ain't fighting. So,
yeah.
so stop that. So stop that.
I'm talking about the Gottis.
Okay. But go ahead.
I mean, it just matters the story, man. I mean, some of the stuff like we know is factual, and some of it's fabricated. I mean, it just matters, man. I mean, I can't tell you by percent. I'd have to go through all the stories, you know what I'm saying, about it, to tell you what it, what I, analytically. But I mean, most times when I hear stories, it just matters the story, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and it matters.
Eminem said, he's like, John, that actually got you all emotional and mushy, messing with
Oh,
punks.
well, nah, John with the E-pills and all that stuff, I mean, that's factual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that with him and Irv and that, I mean, them mixing that with coke and all that type stuff. I mean,
Hold on. They've been mixing E-pills with coke and Viagra.
Yeah, oh no, it was the Viagra. It was the E-pill and Viagra. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's what I've heard about that. I've heard about that going back 20, 25 years. 20-something years, I've heard that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
hold up. And I said, I used to rock with E-pills, so I know what it's about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you niggas talking about, oh, nah, nigga. if you like what you like, that's what you're gonna go to. You have e-pills. You can be mad. If you're mad, you'll be mad. If you're happy, you'll be happy. If you're
right.
glad,
No,
if you're
that's
glad,
how it
hold
works.
on. If you're glad, the glad flag, the glad flag I'm talking about, bruh.
Yes, yes. You'll be even more glad. You'll be gladder.
You'll be
You'll be gladder. Yeah. It's an enhancer, whether you're in a good mood or bad mood. Yeah. So if you're trying to jump a nigga, on some on some spooky
Just
shit,
like drugs,
it makes you more ambitious.
and just like money, any vice makes you who you are. Really, it doesn't matter whether it's e-pills, cocaine. Yo, if you were POS, yo, you're gonna be that. It doesn't matter if drugs are there or not, but drugs is gonna bring it out faster.
And like I tell you, I was Nelly's bodyguard for a while, right?
Really?
And yeah, and while we was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Remember, he was part owner of the Charlotte Bobcats before they became the Charlotte Hornets.
Right.
So I was his bodyguard out there, and I'm gonna tell you, son, Nelly messed with the. I've been said this years ago that he used to mess with ecstasy and cocaine. He OD'd like 2 years ago. Remember he OD'd like 2 years ago? He went to the hospital for OD.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Nah, I didn't hear that. But go ahead.
He OD'd like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was telling niggas about that back in the day, like when I first started my podcast. Like Nelly got high, but the only thing I see with Nelly, he'd pick up a bunch of badass strippers from the strip club and go back to the hotel suite.
Nice.
He wasn't doing like Jim Jones and niggas was doing, letting trannies that's dressed like strippers ride them in the strip club. Oh, my bad. I didn't say that, Jim Jones.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
That's a legend, Jimmy. My bad, Jimmy. I forgot. I didn't mean to tell people that Chris was getting a train ran on her through Alpo allegedly, AZ allegedly, and Rich Porter allegedly, and a few other cats allegedly out in Harlem. I didn't mean to say that about Chrissy, man. That's why you ain't married her yet. Because the background stained, nigga. Oh, my bad, Jim Jones, Chomo. My bad.
Man, been balling.
Yeah, I know he's balling. He was messing with them balls. Yeah, he ain't write the song. Shout out to Max B. What's old boy name?
But yo, that shit you did for the Rios family.
Yeah, the Rio family.
That was dope.
And but Fat Joe still hating on this nigga, man.
And then how you caught Jelly Bean Benitez in a lie?
Yeah, I mean,
that was crazy.
It's what I do, man. I'm a forensics guy. I'm an expert on the forensic side, on the publishing. And, sometimes we clash, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not going to deny, Joe's a legend in the business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it broke some relationships. It severed my relationship probably with Noriega. That as a repercussion, probably all of that, because he probably had to make a choice to stop reaching out to me because he's cool with Fat Joe.
But Nori's a snake. Hold on, Nori's a snake too, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Nori got 50 enemies up there. He got Ja Rule, Irv got all of them there, and 50 helped him with one of his first blowing songs, popular songs was a solo. You forgot about that. 50 put Nori a song when Nori was falling off, and Fat Joe and them couldn't do nothing for him because them niggas was Big Pun was dead. It was only Fat Joe, and Fat Joe couldn't write music. He had to wait till somebody write his music for him. So 50 put Nori on. 50, the first person that gave Nori over 1 million views on the interview.
Oh, wow. Oh, when he went on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That was a big one.
That was the biggest interview Nori ever got. Pause. Yeah. We from Jersey. We don't got to say pause. We say no homo in Jersey.
Okay, gotcha.
No, we from Jersey.
No homo is a Harlem thing. I'm from Jersey, and I hate saying no homo.
No, we say
I'll say pause.
In Jersey, we say no homo. That pause thing, that's some New York shit. Jersey been saying no homo since the 90s. I'm a street nigga from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. Gangu You're a Gangu. Y'all was different type of niggas from me. Y'all was more educated than me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Nah. I was on the porch. My pops wouldn't let me go outside.
All right then. I was outside. I was 11, nigga. I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
But you know it though.
Eastwick. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to Bergen County and Scotch Plains, the playing field, for holidays, nigga, to visit my family that had money. That was like a vacation for me when I was a kid. I seen trees and big backyards and swimming pools in the backyard. I ain't see that shit in North Jersey.
Right. Okay.
Bergen County, you see that shit. South Jersey, you see that shit. In Scotch Plains, you see.
I thought you from Elizabeth.
I'm from Elizabeth. We don't got pools in our backyards like that, nigga. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but Elizabeth in North Jersey.
That's North Jersey. That's North Jersey, bro. What you talking about?
It's North Jersey, but I'm more north.
No, see, I'm right across the water from Staten Island.
Yes. You by the Gotham's Bridge and all that, right?
Gotham's Bridge, man. We used to ride our bikes over the Gotham's Bridge to go get weed with his kids, man. When they had the little sidewalk where people walk over the Gotham's Bridge, we used to ride our bikes over that shit to go get weed.
Oh, damn.
Yo, you know my great grandfather lived in Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And he had a girlfriend in Staten Island. Before the bridge, he used to swim to Staten Island to see her.
Yeah, that ain't that far, but you gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for them little holes in the water because they'll suck you under. My boy got killed like that. But yo, hold up 1 second, yo. We got off topic, yo, but yo, check this out, man. This is the King of New Jersey's Btbtv. We got Congu Roach, Mac Mizzle, and my boy Chad Smith playing for Jersey in the building, Canada in the building. Yo, we had Cross the Plug podcast up here out of Virginia, and then we also had God. We had the God up here. You know what I'm saying? 18, Shabu be Allah. So yo, we want to say peace and thank you for coming up. We out of here.
All right, man.
Yo, Goggle, we still here.